All right, check. Welcome back to the Gone Out Podcast. It's episode 11. It's a very special episode. I'm very happy to have y'all here. If you're tapping in again, thank you so much. This is officially what I'm going to call the wrap-up episode for 2024. It's been a long road on the podcast. So we're going to be going over some reflections. It's been a while since I published my last episode 10. But I have been very busy in the streets, networking, getting my name out there, meeting a lot of DJs, a lot of different owners and stuff for future episodes on the podcast. So I hope y'all appreciate that. It's all going to go a long way in terms of going into like building content for this channel and all those sorts of things. So, but outside of that, I've been meeting a lot of folks. As I said, I got a lot of interviews lined up. Successfully, I haven't been able to get anyone in the studio, so that's why you haven't seen me publish any episodes for about over a month, but I promise we're going to be turning up in 2025. So I definitely wanted to make this a wrap-up episode to pretty much talk about this major effort that I've been on, putting together this podcast and everything over the entire year. When I first came up with the idea about a year ago, it's been a lot of different things that I've reflected on and a lot of different lessons I learned, so I definitely want to go over that. But I have a very special guest here today, Big T, my friend T. Everybody give her a warm welcome to the show.
Hey.
Yeah. The energy goddess. So I know a lot of y'all probably who watch this show, who support the show, know her from, working out there in the industry or just coming to your place, partying, having a good time. So I guarantee if you've seen her out there, she's been turning up and definitely bringing the energy. So T, welcome to the show. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. I'm kind of nervous. It's been a minute. It's a lot of lights, camera action going on. Yeah. You got to get rid of those pre-jitters.
Yeah. I feel. Well, that's why we got some drink up here. Show people a drink. I'm drinking some Terramana.
I'm keeping it cool tonight.
She keeping it cool.
I'm keeping it cool with the cool Corona.
It's been a crazy
Shout
holidays,
out to
folks.
whoever's viewing right now. It is late. It's late as hell. It's like 1:36.
I know. Sometimes these things get started late, yo. Like, I think episode 5 with Shanwell, and I'll talk about them later. Like, I think we started around this time, like one fucking o'clock, yo. And we went for
them be the best moments because I might mess around, roll up or something. You never know. You never know with me. I was about to say I guess you can say I can keep a vibe going.
Right.
I can hold a little conversation.
Right.
I can get a little long-winded.
But she's taking a break from the liquor today, so it's been a wonderful holidays. You know what I'm saying? Low key, myself, this is actually the first drink I've had in like 2 weeks
Christmas,
myself.
Y'all, I have to be accountable for some of my actions. If anybody knows and loves me, know that TV lit, and T got lit on Christmas. So Christmas turned into Hangover Part 5.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
and this was a special Christmas. This was your 30th Christmas.
Yes,
right?
Sagittarius season had officially ended. It is now Capricorn season.
We're gonna put an air horn on that. Big belated happy birthday.
It's still Sag season, the best Sag ever.
Tell the podcast where you went, how you celebrated your birthday.
Y'all, I went to Vegas.
Yeah.
I went to Vegas. I had a good time. I had a great time, actually. I ain't even gonna lie. I had a great time, actually. Like, it was refreshing. I needed some vacation time away from some shit. I needed some away time. Mm-hmm. It got me thinking, I got a little, reassurance on life and
right.
I don't know.
You need that.
A good awakening.
Yeah, that's good. I'm glad you was able to experience that. Well, my first question was going to be how was your holidays? But, we know it was turned up.
Lit.
It was lit with the family, right? So you got a big family, right? And I could tell like your family probably get lit too. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a whole turn up vibe. Like it runs in the family. So tell us a little bit about your family. Like allow us to like get to know T a little bit, if you don't mind. You know what I mean?
I'm a product of my environment, though. I'm not gonna lie. I got a little piece of everybody in me. I just ended up being a wild card.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. I've always been like at the beat of my own drum.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but in a good way though. I'm it never meant no harm to anybody. That's why I said to know me is to love me, and the ones that really know me know I mean no harm. I have the biggest heart. If I fuck with you, man, I go a long way with you. Like for real, for real. Like I rock with you. Like loyalty is one of those big things in my family. It's on respect, honor, loyalty. So can't nobody say I wasn't loyal to them. Like it never mattered
Yeah.
like what it was. Even some of my longest friends that's been around, they know what it is. So like yeah. But yeah, family wise, like I said, I'm just a product of my environment. I got a little bit of everybody in me. So yeah, wild, quirky, cool, prestigious people. I mean, they set a bar, they set the standard. I haven't been able to meet them exactly at that bar, but
Right.
I'm still here. I'm alive.
Right.
I'm making it and I'm doing it.
Yeah. And where are your folks from?
We are just from the Carolinas. Everybody is spread out all over the place and up and down the East Coast. I just like to say I'm from the dirty South.
Yeah.
But not the dirty deep South. I'm just from the South. I'm just country as hell.
North Carolina and South Carolina.
Both.
Both?
Both.
A little bit around the borders.
I be rocking back and forth through South Carolina and North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
Yeah. So tell me, like, what was it growing up around there then? Like in the country and the sticks? Because I'm a city boy. I'm from Jersey. So
okay, so that's what
when
I was about to say.
When I was
my
running around
growing up, what
different.
up, Prolific? Shout out to my boy Prolific. Like, I got this opportunity because I haven't seen him in a minute. I used to go and record with Prolific in the studio with my brothers. So shout out to him. He's really cool.
Shout out to Prolific.
Yes, shout out to Prolific. But I was about to say, yeah, me, my growing up, I did a lot of moving. I was a trouble child.
Wasn't like a military brat. You just moved around a lot.
No, I was a trouble child. I had to go there. I had to go here because, everybody had to.
You had to like transfer schools and shit?
This was one of those kids where everybody disciplined me. Like the tribe was on my ass.
How many siblings do you have?
Okay, so I have 6 siblings. Well, actually, total is 10.
Mm-hmm. Damn.
But it's only because we're a blended family.
Yeah.
And also my dad have kids. And then, like I said, everybody is in separate relationships. Mm-hmm. Stuff like that. So y'all know how I used to be back in the day. They get down.
Yeah.
They keep them kids.
Blended families are, such a regular thing now. Especially,
Yeah, but it's like blood and water. Mm-hmm. Like, it don't make no difference. Yeah. We all been there.
Now, where do you fall out within the line? Are you like in the middle?
My mama's oldest, and then throughout everywhere else, I am in the middle. Like, almost like dead in the middle.
Okay. So I see where that energy comes from.
That and being the oldest. So, it's kind of like my world. Like, I'm in my own world. Own zone, own lane, own world, everything.
Word.
Yep.
That's what's up.
Tea with the tea, baby.
Hell yeah. So, coming of age, like, did you go to like a lot of house parties and stuff growing up, like down in the South?
Yes, I did. Yeah, I did. Not even gonna lie, I did. I was about to say,
what was your first like thing you ever drank like when you was a kid? I remember I think the first thing I ever had
a Bud Light.
A Bud Light, a beer?
A Bud Light. Okay, so listen, my growing up, I was staying with my grandparents for a little bit. Actually, no. The beginning, it was more like I was bouncing from aunt to uncle house. Like, my mama had me early. She was a young mom. She had me when she was like 21. So I got to live out her 20s with her.
That's not super early though.
But during that time, that is still kind of early, even for times like this. Now, is like
94. I don't know. I feel like some people say that was fairly normal. Like 30 years ago, it's not normal to us now.
No, but what I'm saying is in general, background. Okay, my mom was a PK child, preacher's kid. So I am currently now a PK child because she got ordained last year,
Oh yeah.
23, and we about to go into 25. So
Okay.
yeah. Also, it's just one of those things, like just the environment. Like
Right.
I lived out her 20s. Like
Mm-hmm.
she still was a young mom and still didn't have it together. Like
Right.
even like at that age, a lot of 21-year-olds still don't have it together, staying in their parents' house, doing whatever because they think they grown. And
So you probably spent some time with your grandparents then.
a lot I did,
Yeah,
and
I
it
was the
was
same
very
way.
difficult because imagine being there, living there, and going to school in Charlotte.
Yeah. So you was by definition a preacher kid already anyway.
I mean, in a sense, but I bounced from household to household for a lot of my time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like I say up until I was about, I say 8.
You
8,
mean like
9.
just moving around with your mom or like living
No,
with different people too?
me alone. Like,
Oh,
yeah, like
damn.
it could have been times where I don't know. I'm young. They ain't telling me nothing.
I feel that.
So I don't know where she at. Like I might not have seen her, but I don't like blame. Like
For how many years at a time or how long at a time?
I
If it
mean,
wasn't
not like that.
years,
It'd be like,
okay.
you know how your mama drop you off to, your grandparents. She be gone a couple of days, like, and then
Oh, okay,
like
yeah.
but it was consistent though, like
Right, I
of
feel you.
that kind
I
of
feel
thing
you,
happening.
Yeah.
So like, it's not like no, I didn't see her. Like, yes, she was around,
Yeah.
but like just growing up, like I was in Charlotte pretty much up until I was about 15,
Mm-hmm.
14.
And then went
maybe.
where?
And then I ended up moving to Morresboro, North Carolina.
Morresboro.
Yes.
So is that where you went to high school at?
Yes, Chris High School.
Word.
Chargers.
So that's the sticks then, right? Morresboro, pretty much.
Yeah.
So these are like your formative years out there.
Yeah.
Tell me about that. What was that like?
I mean,
Coming from Charlotte, because Charlotte, we're in the South, but that's still a big city.
Yeah, but
what I mean?
also I stayed on the outskirts of Charlotte for the most part. Like I started out on Independence, then we moved north side. So it was like we start going in the neighborhoods and stuff like that. So
that's close enough.
it was still about the same. You feel me? Like
going to
sitting
Morresboro,
outside. Huh?
Going to Morresboro. Is that still in North Carolina or is that South Carolina?
Yeah, no, it's still in North Carolina, but it's 15 minutes from Gaffney, like 10 minutes from Cowpen, South Carolina.
Okay. Tell me what that's like in the sticks. Was it a lot of black people in your high school? Or?
I mean, it was a good even number. It was
mixed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good mix. Like real high school musical.
Yeah. High school musical.
Nah, I'm just saying, like,
Did you fuck with both sides, like the white people and the black people too, or?
Okay, but yes, because of what
I felt like you got the energy.
I was.
Sure, yeah.
Like, I hosted talent shows. I was on the yearbook
right.
committee. I was doing a little bit of training for a little bit. I was just like, I was like a jock without being like a real jock. I did play sports, but I was more of the girl that did the sports that everybody wasn't coming to.
Yeah. What sports?
I mean, they came to track. I threw for track, shot put, and discus. Shout out to Crest High School.
Mm-hmm.
And I also dibble and dabble with the basketball team, and I also was lifting.
Basketball?
Yes,
Word?
I did for a little bit. I only had one shine, and that was it. I left it alone.
Would you play what position?
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Just know I love the game. I know the game. I get out there. I can coach. I help coach.
Right, yeah. Okay.
I help coach.
That's a bet.
I did. I was helping out with my best friend Tempest for a long time for the number 3 Rams. Well, not for a long time, for a little bit. Let me not lie. Not for a long time. It was like for like a season.
Mm-hmm.
And then I did like a half a season because I had to get my life together. I had to stop mid-season. But I was helping out. I did that through school after a while too.
Okay.
So, I mean,
they did powerlifting too, right?
well,
it
was for it, but certificate wise, that's why I say y'all for fun, for sport.
Yeah.
I tell people I have superpowers. I turn into a super nigga.
Yeah.
Cause I do.
When you're lit.
When I'm not, and I mean, not even just necessarily lit. Even if I get angry,
Mm-hmm.
like I don't know, I just beast mode. I Hulk out.
Okay. The smoking calm you down though?
Smoking keeps me mellow. Smoking keeps me goofy.
When you start doing that?
I've been smoking since high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel that. Early? Like early high school? Like freshman year?
More like sophomore.
Yeah.
I feel like I was a sophomore.
What'd you roll in? What it was.
Swisher Sweet.
Swisher Sweets?
You know it. Swisher Sweet.
Is that like because it's the easiest thing to start with?
I mean, it was $1. This is before they turned everything 21 up. You feel me? Like it was easy to catch my friends for like that was 18. You feel me?
Yeah, I confess.
I got like $2 on me. I need 2 packs. Here go a little quarter because it'd be like $1.07. Like. Come on now, like that was the easiest thing. I got 4 blunts, and then like let's not get that was the extendo age for me. Like, and they was rolling them big extendos.
My god,
extendos. That was a Gucci Man lemonade bird. Like
extendo.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna hold you though. I haven't
young rich nigga stage.
Yeah, I haven't rolled a fucking extendo. I think since college, man.
And I'm
probably right after that.
I'm not.
Yeah, that's so unnecessary now. I never smoke with a lot of people like that. So
I'm not.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So you've been smoking. So that brings out the hippie, the black hippie. You had that in your profile. So that's how you describe yourself. That's like kind of your personality that you developed, like. And how does one become a hippie like in Morresboro though? That's interesting.
How is that interesting?
Yeah.
Like the original cowboys was rolling up their own cigarettes and tobacco and things of that nature. And also my background alone, like, come on now, like we're gonna smoke and drink around this motherfucker. We out in the country, there's nothing else to do. Like, what do you think is happening when we sitting out in the yard and the horses is in the pasture and the cows are grazing and we chilling watching the sunset? You think we just chewing? Thank you.
Roll up, smoke.
Thank you. And then guess what? We gonna have us a nice beer.
Yeah.
Nice beer, a little whiskey, a little cognac. Something you smoking on. You good.
So you know a lot of cowboys out in Morresboro?
We all cowboys and cowgirls.
Out there?
We all cowboys and cowgirls.
Okay. I feel that. Word.
One more time. We're all cowboys and cowgirls.
Tell us about the rodeos. You mentioned that before out there.
Yes,
growing up.
I be going to it's 2 rodeos. I don't want to butcher the first one. It's a smaller one from the Ebony Horsemen and Circle P and all of them. They've been doing it for a long time. I've been going since I found out about it. So it's been
where's that
years.
Again?
That will be in Bowling Springs, North Carolina, where they hold it at a rodeo field. It's actually really nice. It's super big. Like it's a big event. It's like one of the biggest around.
Where's that relative to here though?
85 South and going to 74.
Okay.
If you know where Gardner-Webb University is in Bowling Springs.
I've seen a sign, but yeah, I think it is that way.
Yep.
I only see it when I go that way, like when I'm going to Atlanta.
It's about 7 minutes down the road from Gardner-Webb location.
Okay, that's a bet.
Yep.
So that's lit. The black rodeos. I mean, I'm assuming they're black. Could have been white too, but rodeos. I never been to like a real rodeo.
No, this the real thing.
That's what I'm saying. The real thing, yeah, like an official rodeo.
Yeah, they do the horse ride, trail rides, and stuff like that. You can go watch the guys do like the competitions, like with the barrel rides, all that stuff.
When's the last time you went to one? How many years ago?
It's been about 2-3 years, and I actually went to a rodeo kind of smaller party this year, and it was super nice. All
right, so that's a rodeo party, right? I do want to talk about the rodeo parties because there was just one recently.
No, I am not talking about it at the club. I'm talking about an actual rodeo party at a rodeo field, but it was just a smaller event.
Smaller one. Okay.
Yeah, it was just a smaller event. I have been one, but I haven't been to like the big ones in a minute. It's been like 2-3 years.
Word.
The last time I went to one, it was so packed we couldn't get in because there was no more parking.
Word. Is the food good there? They
Hell
gotta
yeah.
be having some good fucking
Because everybody
barbecue.
cooking their own shit. They bring their own. Because
Right, the smoke out
they
shits.
camp out for the week out
Pit
there.
barbecue shit. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it'd
like
be
that.
like the whole full thing. You got the
Yeah.
outhouses. You got people pulling up in campers. They pulling their grill out. They're selling their own
Yeah.
plates and food because they don't went to the store because they don't pay for their parking.
Yeah.
They RV sitting there with the horse and trailer. All they got to do is pull the truck out, and they going to the store and coming back because they already ticketed and they inside. Like you got to think about people that they coming from everywhere because this is one of the biggest events around this area that when they do it during that time. It's usually around August time of the year.
Yeah, I know that food had to be good, yo. One time I went to this is just
fair
a cookout.
vibes. Like fair vibes.
Yeah,
like everybody
yeah.
out there with their own vibe. Like
But,
somebody
I
might be
mean,
cooking
just-
chicken, somebody might be cooking turkey. They got funnel cakes out there. They doing this,
I
they
mean,
doing that.
Regardless, I think
Drinks.
the fact that you're out there in the sticks because like you're like that, like the country shit, like they're so far away and they've been so close to the culture. You know what I'm saying? So as far as like the cooking and the way they do it, they really keep up with it. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not like
Yeah, you gotta go to them spots away from the city.
Motherfuckers in the city,
they keep up with the
DoorDash,
trend.
everything. Yeah, everything is so
It's
is so
convenient.
instant, convenient. Yeah,
When you away out
Man.
there, it's not as convenient because
Yeah.
you'll get tired of making that drive to just go get some
Yeah.
fast food. When you can just go grocery shopping and keep some shit in the deep freezer.
right.
You be at home cooking, you ain't got no choice but to cook because
Yep.
you got to be smart being out there because it's not. I don't want to say survival mode.
Right.
It's not necessarily survival mode, but it puts you in that kind of mode where that's why motherfuckers be talking about the motherfuckers having like old money
Yeah.
because that old money done set.
Mm-hmm.
Because what else they doing out there? They done bought their land. They out the way.
Right.
Kids grown up. Like, what else you doing? You got your partner there with you, wife or husband. Like, what?
Right.
Like, I'm grown. I can do whatever the fuck I want to do. Like, but I'm there because that's where I stay. That's where I'm from. But I'm from a number of places. Like, it's so many people that can tell you, like, yeah, I went to school with her.
Mm-hmm.
I went to elementary school with her, or I went to middle school with her. I went to high school with her, and every single one is in a different location. Like, I was just a product of my environment. I've always been good with people because I always had to learn how to introduce myself, get to know people, and then let them
You went to
go.
one high school in Morresboro, though, right?
Yeah.
For the whole time?
Yeah. But still,
Word.
I don't know these people. These people done been together through elementary, middle school. This is a smaller town,
Right.
so this is
You kinda
different.
Did you
It's a little
did
more-
you feel like an outsider when you first got there, or
For sure. Like, everybody had their own perception of me. Like, y'all know how they go. Going to school is like first day of school. You don't know
Right.
nobody. Like, like your people where you from, but I don't know if anybody had a new class situation where you just in that situation of feeling like, I'm brand spanking new. So, like, everybody judging you.
yeah?
It's
I mean,
kids.
did you make friends easily? You're very social though.
At a younger
You're
age,
funny,
I'm
you
still
have-
trying to figure myself out.
True that, yeah.
So I'm not gonna necessarily say that I was sociable. It was just if you spoke to me, I spoke back.
Really?
And like I said, I would consider myself kind of like a trouble child. I was kind of like a fighter in a sense. So like, yeah, I mean,
You've been fighting
I had to fight all my life.
all your life.
But I mean,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I want to ask you about that boot you had on this year. This is a reflection year, so we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna say that though. We're gonna ease
We
into
can
that.
go ahead and jump in.
Nah, we're gonna jump into it yet.
Nah, look,
let's keep
I
talking
want
about-
to. I really want to.
Nah, yeah. So keep talking about your time at high school though, because I want to talk about college and all that too, right? So these rodeos though, I like the rodeo idea. I really want to go to the rodeo. Talk about we won't get into rodeo parties, but what kind of music are they playing over there at these rodeos? Like,
I mean,
especially today.
if you're really into the rodeo, like you got all the line dances you can think of.
mm-hmm.
Literally, like they have their own genre of music. So like,
Right.
They're playing all the. If you really go to rodeos and listen to rodeo music, you know all the line dance music, and it's not just the stuff that everybody is making popular on TikTok and stuff that you hear in the clubs and shit like
so
that.
So they're actually playing line dance music.
Yeah,
they play like some regular music too, right? Like club music and shit like that sometimes.
But
like,
them people really there in clubs,
right?
Horseshoe clubs. Like,
of course.
They're out there, like, they know them dances. Like, these some country ass motherfuckers. Like, they ain't trying to hear too much boppity bop, pump, pump, pop, like sexy bread. They ready to get out there and step.
Can you name some songs or?
No, not personally. Like, if I heard them, I know them when I hear them. Yeah, but not personally, because I don't get too far into it. I know some of the steps to some of the songs. That's why I'm like, I know I'm knowledgeable, but it's not more so like. Yeah.
I had I think I had came across some like a line dance DJ edit pack, and I looked at it. I'm not even sure. I can't remember. I don't even know if I downloaded it. I don't think I did, but because I looked into it because I was like trying to find like some more like line dances that I can't even remember or forget about. But yeah, they had like a whole lot of country shit in there. I'm just like, I don't think I was ready for it yet.
You just have to go experience it first, and when you go experience it, you'll pick up what you need. Mm-hmm. Because it's different stuff for the different things. They got dances for the males, the dances for the girls. Then they got partner dances. So it's just then they got group line dances. Like they be out there strolling, like they whole fraternities and sororities.
Of course.
Like I love it though.
But you're not really gonna find it outside of those kind of events though. That kind of stuff.
I mean, yeah, you can, depending on where these people really hanging out at and really doing stuff like that. Most of the time, like with that kind of situation, they have locations where they go, like houses, barns. And when I say houses, they be party houses, like actual houses where they just do parties at.
Not in the city though. Not out here in Charlotte.
I'm not really hearing too much about it in cities like around here. Like you
Unless
might go to like Houston or somewhere like those kind of areas where you might just catch them in like they rent a building in the city somewhere and throw a party and like they turn the city up like that. But you're not like getting too much of that out here because that North Carolina lame. Just the rules to the partying is lame.
In terms of like the laws and everything.
Yeah, rules to the partying is lame. So like it's only so much they can do. And then like everything gets overpriced. This state, it's a banking state. They about their money. North Carolina gonna get their money.
What are your thoughts on the party culture here in Charlotte? What do you think? What are your thoughts on the party culture here?
It's straight.
Overall. Straight.
It's very cliquey, very popular, you know, like it feel like high school.
Yeah.
You gotta know somebody to get in.
Right.
You gotta know somebody to be somebody.
In terms of like working, you mean?
Yeah.
Right. What about for like the everyday person? It took me a minute
to get in. I did it for a little bit back in the day, ended up moving, and then I came back, and so happened a homegirl I went to high school with gave me a chance. So and then I got my foot in the door, and they was fucking with T.
Yeah.
And it went from there. Face card ended up, you know, being good. I mean, from my knowledge, it's still pretty good out there, but I took a step back from nightlife. I don't work in nightlife no more.
Right. Taking a break.
Yeah.
You're not quitting though.
Not necessarily, but it's motivated to completely quit. It's motivated. But I just turned 30, so I feel like it's a new stage in life. I do want to stick to trying to, you know, be different, be new. Mm-hmm. I've had some wild times in life, did some things I had to be accountable for. And
do you want to share some of those?
No.
You don't want to get into it? Mm-mm. Okay.
No, I feel like if anybody watching and knows, they know my heart and they know I'm a person. I mean, no harm. If I love you, I love you. If I ain't put my hands on you, we are good. Everything good. Like I hope everybody doing good. Like it's no hard feelings. I'm accountable, and I know we all gotta move on. Sometimes things is for a reason, not you know. And some things is for a season.
Somebody, would you put your hands on somebody?
No.
Oh.
I'm not usually motivated to do things of that nature.
Right.
Honestly. Like
I feel that.
I've like with all my friends, I've never fought them. Like
All your
even my
friends?
longest friends, like 16
Never had
years.
a falling out.
Yeah, I had fallen out.
You never had
but
you mean like
got
a fist fight or
yeah,
just
yeah,
a
like
general
a
fight,
like a physical fight in general. Like
fight.
I
None
have
of your
never,
friends.
yeah,
Okay.
I've never done that. I've never been the person to engage
I've
and
actually
put
fought
in
two
my
of my
hands.
best friends, yo.
Yeah, I don't
Two of them.
feel like
No, actually 3 of them.
if I'm really your friend, I don't
I don't know
have
if that's
to
a
put my
nigga thing or
hands
what.
on you.
I feel like if you're friends long enough, a best friend, maybe that's a nigga thing. Like I feel like long enough, y'all going niggas.
I
Gonna
mean,
fight,
but the girls
scrap.
do it too. Don't get me wrong. I've seen friends like go at it, like cat fight, tearing each other apart, and then like a couple of days later, everything cool, like they hanging again. So like for me, I've just never been that person.
Yeah.
Like I feel like if you mad and I know you that mad, I'm gonna give you your space, but we're gonna talk about this bitch. We're gonna talk about this hoe.
Yep.
So like at the end of the day, I just never felt the need to have to fight my friends because if you really fuck with me just like I fuck with you, like I don't care how mad you is at me and I don't care how mad I am at you, we're gonna eventually talk.
So you're only fighting real ops.
Yeah.
Real ops.
Yeah.
Real life ops.
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about the boot thing since you wanted to get into it.
The what?
The boot thing.
Man,
you had a
listen,
boot for a little bit.
Let's just
I think.
say this. I've been out
did you
the
quit
game.
when you had the boot?
No.
Oh, so you came back to work.
I did. No, you talking about I quit Winston? Yeah,
No, you quit. Did you quit Nightlife or did you work after the boot?
No. I was still working through the boot.
Okay, I didn't know if the boot was like the nail in the coffin, like fuck it, because that happened while you was working, right?
I was out.
Oh, you was out. You just out.
Yeah, I was
I
just
thought
out.
you was working.
The thing is, it's just.
All right. So what happened with the boot situation? That was an interesting story. Share it for the podcast.
Yeah, so apparently, y'all, once again, I get drunk, get my super nigga powers, turn into Kenneth, then Baby Bundy, and then next thing you know,
Kenneth and Baby Bundy. Who was that?
Listen,
Are those your alter egos?
Turned into Kenneth and then Baby Bundy.
Oh shit! Split personalities, alter egos.
Then. Because a fight broke out. Actually, I was at Imperial. A fight broke out.
Of all places, Imperial.
With some guys in a section. I mean, one of my friends that I was with knew some of the guys that was fighting, but we wasn't with them. Okay. We were standing in front of the bar that's closest to the bathrooms where that long table be at. The fight was at the section that starts in the doorway when you come to that second part of the club or whatever in that section. Trey Songz was there that night.
That was the night he was there. I remember
Imperial in the section beside the DJ booth.
That was this year, 2024.
Yeah.
What month? What was
I
this?
forgot.
Okay. Was it cold out? Was it like March, April, May?
No, not really.
I remember.
It was a little like summertime. I was like outside.
Okay, bet.
So I was off or whatever. We was in there having a good time. Fight break out. 10 niggas. Like all niggas. Like 10 niggas. They knocking everything over. They knocking the tables, everything over. And I just remember being lit and looking down and me and all my friends' stuff was in the floor. And me, I was
right next to them.
Not really. It's just when it broke out and it was so many guys fighting, they came out of the section. So
and y'all knocked y'all stuff over.
No, they knocked everything over.
That's what I'm saying. They knocked y'all stuff over.
Yeah. They knocked everything over. They knocked the tables over. They broke stuff. Like it was a mess. So they ran to the bathroom area. They just ran away from the situation. Me being my same old dingy self, ain't never scared, ain't never been scared. Just standing there in the middle.
What's her name? Benny. Was it? But your alter ego name start with a B.
What, Baby Bundy?
Baby Bundy. Okay.
No, that was Kenneth. The Kenneth was standing there first.
Kenneth first.
Because Kenneth ain't never scared. Like ain't never scared. So. Standing in the middle of the floor watching the fight, I'm like in the midst. You know how like those movies where like almost like Flash, like standing in the middle of chaos.
Yeah, watching
everything go down in slow motion. Everything around you, you're literally standing in the middle of chaos, and it's like opera music playing, like like, and I'm just standing there like just lit, like oh my god, like it's really all these fights going on. And I look up and literally I'm standing there alone, like nobody's there that I came with. But
That's funny as shit.
in that moment,
Apple Music, yeah.
like literally I felt alone because I'm lit. I don't see my people. So imagine the emotion that came through me while all of this chaos is going on once I start to like really like put it together in that moment, because I'm just me in my own world, just like this fight is really happening. Like, look at all these niggas. Like, I'm standing there like a ding dong. Like, oh yeah, look up. I'm like, oh shit, they're knocking the tables over. I look down and I'm trying to like get the stuff. By this time, security and like the workers, everybody done ran over. So I, in the midst of me trying to pick up all our things, like one of the girls had like approached me like, and she gotta go too. And I'm like, y'all ain't about to kick me.
Right.
Like, I was not with them. Like, I'm not with them. I was just trying to get the stuff out the floor.
Right.
So they get mad because in the midst of this, the security is not really trying to fuck with them with me, because they really trying to get the niggas out the door or whatever. So as they're doing that, I'm still trying to look around the chairs, and the girls is picking up everything, trying to put it back together, but I'm still looking. So they get mad that I start moving the chairs back out the way as they push them in, because I'm still looking.
Right.
So, I mean, I guess they took it as disrespect, me being rude, whatever the case may be. I mean, I sincerely apologize. I showed my ass though. Definitely. Basically, they stuck security on me like I was a fucking badass dog. I just remember, like, they calling security over there. Security tried to pick me up. I kind of, squatted with the man and went from there. Just never stopped swinging.
Squabbled up with security
and everybody that I felt was touching me, because I apparently hit the bartender.
Hit the bartender?
I apparently hit the bartender. I apparently
Was it a girl or a guy?
A girl. I apparently hit another girl that worked there. I hit a couple of security guards, took one down with me.
You were drunk, right?
I was pretty lit. Yeah, I was drunk.
All right. So do you think they're lying, or you think maybe you actually did do some of that?
No, actually, I did, because it was several witnesses in there that night, because it was a whole event, because it was like big promoters and DJs and everybody in there. So really me working in nightlife, and they seen me and noticed who I was after a couple of hours later, like people were hitting me up like, I seen you at Imperial, like you showed crazy. Your ass, like girl, you strong, like
damn,
like you really was in there fighting everybody.
Yeah,
like everybody that touched you, you was swinging on. Like people is like, I don't know. I just had this thing with me, like if I get mad, don't touch me. Like I mean that. Like if I get mad, just don't touch me. If I say it, please don't touch me. Don't look at me and still blatantly do it. Now I feel tried. Right. Because I'm letting you know my boundary. Just don't touch me.
So how'd you end up with the boot? So you hurt your ankle or something?
Well, on the way out, security tried to be petty and throw me down the steps, and I took their ass with me.
Oh.
Yep. I caught two of them by the collar.
You drug them with you?
And drug them with me. So
and they fell on you or something?
And one of them fell on my foot on the way down the steps. But I didn't completely fall. I kind of like caught myself. So I was like in a hurdle stretch position. Yeah. And they was on my foot from the back, and it was kind of like popped.
Well, for what it's worth, everything that has to do with nightlife, all the lit moments, the turn up stuff, the drunk people. I mean, fights are part of it, yo.
It come with it, but
fights are part of it. I mean,
normally
that's why you have security.
That's any security they know me. I know I'm a problem.
Yeah,
and they got to put
you coming.
Man, they love to see me coming. What you mean? They love to see me coming. I don't care what nobody say.
Oh, some niggas want action.
Some of them probably hate to see me coming, but majority of everybody that usually know me in the security world, love to see me come in. T is lit. T is gonna come with a vibe. I'm gonna turn them up. I'm gonna make sure they good. I just one of those people. If I get lit, I just try to make sure everybody good, because I feed off the energy around me. I'm an empath in a certain way when it comes to vibes. So it's like if I can
I
feel
believe
the
it.
room, like I can feel the room. If the room is not fucking with it, then I'm like, no, we gotta change this. And like literally, it's like a boomerang effect. If I'm around energy that's smiling at me, I'ma smile back. And when I smile back, they gonna smile back at
Yeah.
me.
I saw
We
that
just
from the
gonna
first
keep
time I met you, low key.
what?
When you was, I think you was working though at Weston. Everything you're saying in terms of like the energy in the room and everything.
Yeah.
'Cause
So
I
it's
peeped
like
that.
I mean, at the end of the day, I'm working. I'm just gonna be me.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're gonna be around me,
Right.
we're gonna have a good time.
Word
We're gonna have a good
to
time.
that, yo. So let's back up a little bit. We're gonna get back to Nightlife, but talk to me a little bit more about when you went to college, right? So this is you went through high school,
Man, shout out to
Morresboro,
SU.
SU,
Winston-Salem State.
WSSU,
Winston-Salem
Winston-Salem
State
State,
University.
Ram. You part of the Ramley.
Ramley.
Yeah, I think. Hold on, let me think. How many Rams have I had on this show? My
I have
very
no
first
clue.
episode, my boy Fat in the Hat. Shout out to Fat in the Hat. He went to WSSU. Let's see. I think episode 4. My nigga Chris. He works in security. So we talking about security. My nigga
Alright,
Chris.
Chris.
Chris cleaned up. WSSU. Shout out my nigga Chris.
SU.
There's one more. I can't remember. I think my nigga Will. I think Will might have went to Winston State, but I can't remember. I know he's from Texas, but I feel like he went to Winston State. Or nah, he's from. I think he might have spent
Man,
time in
chew tobacco, spit. If
Yeah.
you ain't a Ram, man, you ain't shit.
Yeah, I done heard that too.
Yeah.
Let me see who else. I'm forgetting somebody. There's one more.
Not for sure.
All right. Well, you might be number 3. So let's see. Shout out to the Ramley.
3 is a charm.
Yeah, it is. So you went to Winston State, but was that your first choice?
No, actually, no. My first choice was Clark Atlanta University.
Hey, double horn on that.
Oh my God.
Double horn on that. You heard that. What was your first choice?
Clark Atlanta University.
Fucking Clark Atlanta University.
Yeah.
Find a way to make one.
It was some out of state issues with the financial part of the things. So I ended up going with my second choice, and that was Winston-Salem State University. And I'm glad that I did.
Closer to home.
Yeah, but it was also because like half of my family went to Winston. Like what? I wanted to go to Clark to get out of the state. I always wanted to travel.
So was it like a money thing? Like you mentioned the out of state thing situation?
Yeah, private, out of state, out of that.
Yeah,
We ain't got it all.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, they had this thing called the Hope Grant, which
Yeah,
is like,
I didn't.
but you had to be in Georgia for that.
Yeah,
Georgia resident.
That's why I was like, if I knew somebody with an address or anything to do anything at that time, like,
Yo,
I would have worked out whatever kinks that I needed.
let me tell you. Go ahead, finish your point. I'm gonna tell you a crazy story, which is kind of lined up with what you were doing.
Yeah, but I mean, school. If I could time travel, I would go back to college.
Yeah.
Like fresh out of high school,
You would do it
going
over
into
again?
college. Yeah, knowing some of the stuff that I know now.
What would you do differently?
Actually, worked my magic and stayed in Atlanta.
You would have stayed at Clark?
Yeah, I probably would have stayed for that first semester and build some relationships so I could find an address or go into working to get my own spot.
Yo, crazy story.
I just feel like I should have been a little more responsible and smarter with some of my choices because I feel like I would be in other spaces and other places at this moment. And some opportunities have reached me and I messed them up personally.
Yo, sometimes you just got to be in the right spot at the right time. So check this out.
Yeah, but you also got to be ready. And I wasn't ready. And that's why I say...
You wasn't ready for Atlanta.
I wasn't ready for a lot of things in life. Because like I said, I've been blessed with a lot of opportunities that I've folded. I folded on or lost.
Fumbled. Yeah.
Yeah, like literally that's on like knowing what I know now and just being more responsible and less childish as my friends call me.
I feel you.
I think I would be a lot further than where I'm at now.
Mm-hmm.
And you learn from your mistakes. I was young and free and lit. So the moments that I had, I really lived in that moment.
Uh-huh.
So losing them, I was, like told you already, lucky. Like, I be really lucky. I was already feeling lucky and knowing that I was that lucky person that it was going to happen again. It's going to happen again. But not thinking like you get to a certain point, fuck age. You just get to a certain point where that shit's not cool anymore.
Right.
Like, you really have to start thinking for the future and not for the moment. That's
tone
where,
it down.
yeah, that's where we at. Not even necessarily tone it down. Just some things can be controlled chaos. It's about control in itself and for yourself. Not necessarily being controlled by anything. It's just having a control over shit. And yeah,
I feel you. Yeah, when I went to Clark, actually, just like you, I didn't have enough money, which is crazy. I didn't have enough money. This is like a sign from God. Like, I really got sent like a guardian angel, bro, because I didn't have enough money. I think probably had enough money to do like one semester. And I never forget, because I was always just like on campus and shit. I used to promote and shit. So I was always like flirting with girls and shit. But there was this one chick named Ashley Jones. I'm pretty sure that was her name. For some reason, she had the T, not even T. It wasn't T. She just had like the drop on everything, like all like the know-how. So she was a freshman and she was standing like the upperclassmen dorms. And I'll never forget, she told me to go see the dean. I can't remember this dean's name. It was so long ago. Maybe I think his last name was like Jackson or something. But he was like one of the deans of admissions. When I first got there, I barely had enough money to do a whole year. I think I had enough money to do like one semester because, like, again, I was from out of state. I didn't have no kind of in-state. I didn't have rich parents. I didn't have like, I had like barely enough financial aid. But I went there, and she told me to go talk to him. Went and spoke to him, told him my case. You know, because I had like decent grades coming out of high school and shit like that.
I had good grades.
Right. So I was part of the honors program or whatever because I had signed up for it. But basically, I went and told him my case. He was like, all right, I'll see what I could do for you. And then I think like the next day, this nigga called me. He was like, yo, I got a full tuition scholarship for you, bro. All I had to do was just like maintain my GPA, take a certain amount of credit hours. But all because I was just trying to talk to this one chick. I was just trying to fuck with her just like any other young nigga would on campus, right? Just getting there. And she just hit to some shit, yo. And I never forget, I'm pretty sure I would have went somewhere else and did something, but I was able to stay at Clark just because I took her advice. Crazy.
Period.
Yeah.
Well, I wish I had friends like that. Like I said, I was so young, wild, and free. I was here, there, everywhere, up and down. Man, listen, a lot happened. And like, I didn't have too many friends coming out of high school that kind of stuck along for the ride or was on the same wave or anything like that, because my experience was different. My closest friends were already having kids coming out of high school.
Yeah.
So like
go to college and stuff.
No, they took other paths. Like, I had other friends at the time that, I mean, now if you think about it, they were really just associates because they were friends with the friends that I was actually friends with. So they weren't really my friends, but whatever. Either way it go, like, I had to find my own self-motivation. That's why, like, my experience in itself, I had to find myself. Like, I didn't have, like, what some other people may have came through, you know, time with, like, friends that both have the same goals in life that want to go and do this. But you know, things happen, and I'm grateful for everything and them because they're still around, the ones that's still around.
Right.
So, I mean, and I love them kids. Shout out to me because I'm the baby daddy. But, yeah, I mean, I respect it, though. I'm a very respectful person. So, I respect any decision that they make because they know I'm going to rock with them regardless, right or wrong. I'm going to rock with them. That's my girl. I'm going to stand beside her, right or wrong.
So what'd you study when you went
mass
to WSSU?
Communication. I was a mass comm major.
Clark was a big mass comm school too, yo.
Yes, that's why I was trying to go.
Oh, yeah.
That was my first choice. Trust me. I did my research.
Yeah.
I did my research. I was luckily.
What was the concentration though? Like
Radio.
radio.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Radio. That's what I was about to say. I was blessed to actually meet D Major. He was working for 97.9, the plug radio with satellite radio. He actually brought me on, and I started hosting like artist showcase and stuff like that. Then we moved to, get me on the show with them when they do like their regular like little afternoon show.
And this is in Winston.
Actually this is in Greensboro.
Greensboro.
I met them through a little networking event in Winston. I used to try to catch all the little, DJ, producer, network event, the movie events too, try to catch those. I actually started trying to do the news for the school for a little bit, like doing all the highlights for the week, like announcing the sports stuff and everything for the SUTV. I did that for like a week. I noticed that I do better on radio, no cameras. That's what I was telling you earlier. Like the lights, camera, action makes me nervous.
Yeah, you good.
But the mic, I'm not scared of the mic.
Nah.
Nah. I can listen to myself talk. That's crazy. And I know I'm crazy, but I can listen to myself talk. So
yeah.
Yeah, that's why I think, radio is the best suited for me. But yeah, I met D Major. He brought me on at 97.9 the plug. I did that for a little while, and then he had switched over.
What were you doing there?
Like I said, I started out with him doing hosting like artist showcase shows.
Oh, okay.
Helping out with events. Like I started small before they, started letting me come in and, hop on the mic because they wanted me to, feel it. Basically get the area, get to know, everything around here that revolves around radio or
Kind
other
of
than
being
coming
the ear to the streets.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
And then instead of coming to the radio station just thinking you're just gonna get on a mic and have a conversation when you don't even know what you're talking about.
Right.
You gotta really know what you're talking about. Like you gotta go and be in it. You gotta actually be in it.
You gotta have shit to talk about.
There you go. You gotta actually be in it. You gotta be knowledgeable.
Yeah. So hold on. I mean, just a little philosophy because you make a very good point. Like, so when it comes to this podcast, when it comes to like certain guests and stuff like that, like DJs and promoters, I try to be out there. You know what I'm saying? I really do try to be out there.
That's good.
And trying to pop up with my camera, even if it's not a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like shit to talk about. So, but I do like a lot of popping out, like networking and shit like that. So, in the same way, it means the same thing, yo. So, I just want to acknowledge that.
Yeah, I was about to say that it's good to like keep an ear to the streets, but also keep your lips out of it. So you got to be careful with this radio thing. That's
I like
why
that. I never heard that one. That's a good one. If
you ever pay attention to these podcasts and radio personalities and they get too deep, it's like, girl, you can interview them without giving too much of your 2 cents.
Right.
It's one thing to be a radio host, is another thing to be a messy Betsy.
Right.
So yeah, I took key points from, like I said, I'm a person that was built around her experiences.
Mm-hmm.
So growing up, school, everything, take a little bit with you as you go and you learn from it and try to apply it.
Yeah.
I'm getting better, but I got a lot to still work on. So it's coming slowly but surely.
Yeah.
But I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Go ahead.
I'm pretty lit now. I'm getting to that point where I'm feeling relaxed.
Good. Go ahead.
Yeah, but talking. Next time we're gonna have to bring my sports chair. My back is hurting.
Oh, word. Yeah, I don't have a back. I mean, I have a chair. I have a chair downstairs.
It's okay.
But usually when I have 2 guests, I bring the extra chair. So I'll put the couch up here, and it was just in a convenient spot that is like right there.
No, but I like it. This is a nice setup in here. I like this.
Well,
yes, I like it. It's a nice setup. But for me, I'm getting older.
We can take a break. I can go get the other chair if you want to take a break.
Spin them out with some music.
Yeah. Okay. You want to take a quick break and I get the chair for you? You want to do that?
No, don't grab the chair. It's late. It's a lot.
It's not like it's just a chair. I just gotta bring it upstairs.
We might just can take a break and I can stretch.
Okay.
Yeah.
We could do that. I'm trying to think. Before that, let's close out with this though. So, and let's get over the school topic. So, when you were there, you were doing the radio thing and everything. Did you always want to do radio, or did you have like music and other stuff that you want to get into?
I was all over the place. At one point, I wanted to be a teacher. At another point, like growing up through life, I was all over the place. I didn't know until I got to like really high school. When I started noticing what I was really clinging to in high school, like theater arts, electronic music classes, actual art classes that I was taking, yearbook committee, just getting involved in other social activities at the school. Like I started to notice then.
I feel like there's a rapper in you though. Right? You got some tracks.
Man.
Got some songs. We're going to put them shits in rotation, man.
I am a play artist. I'm about like Aubrey Drake out here. I need my 40 Holly. Like, I need my ghostwriter. Like, I need it. Like, I'm not good at writing verses. Like, I can give you a fire hook. Yeah. Like, start doing like something stupid. Yeah. Like, off a beat. But it's never a full verse. She played me some of her
music, y'all. Some music. She put me on some exclusive tracks.
It's not that deep.
Yeah,
it was.
Some. I can play some of them, right? Can I spin some of them?
You can play mine.
Yours. I know the one you told me not to play. Yeah, I'm not even gonna mention nothing about it. But there's this one track she gave me. I can't play. I'm not gonna say nothing about it. I'm not gonna say who it's by. I'm not gonna say what it's about. Nothing. But yeah, some exclusive shit. Your girl's plugged, y'all. Plugged. For real. Anyway, we're gonna play some of your music. Any future rap aspirations?
I mean, I would do it.
You should do one of those.
I would need a partnership with somebody with the writing. Like
with the writing?
Yeah.
You can just write your own shit, yo.
No, I can't.
All you need is someone on the hook.
So lame.
Yo.
I'm good at a hook.
Rap today.
I can get a hook and that'll
be. You need a hook.
Man, I'm not about to be repeating the same thing on the song.
Nah, you can have even someone else on the hook, yo.
No, I'm just saying in general.
You should go perform the song that you sent me. Your song. You should go do one of those in the garage things, in the booth things with the hanging mic.
Well, we got to get some stuff cleared first before I start promoting music.
Nah, I'm talking about this shit.
I know mine. Mine too. Yeah.
The producers.
Yeah.
What producers you got that you spit on? Can you say? Whose tracks you done spit on?
No, I was lucky enough and fortunate enough to be on a Jetson beat, but
Jetson made another one.
Yeah, but
that Jetson.
But that's neither nor there.
I told you, like, your girl's plugged, yo. You need to tap in with T.
Jetson is like plugged. Up there. He's up there. So like the price that he gave me.
Some of y'all probably sleeping on my girl, man.
Y'all, I'm not trying to be a rapper, and the price that he gave me for that beat, I'm personally not trying to pay for. That's an investment that I would really have to go hard on.
Oh, you actually bought the beat?
No.
Oh,
that's why I said like you can play the song, but it's not nothing that I'm promoting. That's music that I've done. That's why I said I'm not really no artist.
What did he quote you?
So I was quoted 4,000 for the beat.
A band?
4,000.
I thought you said 8,000.
No,
4,000.
4,000.
Okay.
For the beat.
That's a low. That's for the low.
That's for the low,
yeah.
But I'm on the low, like. Like no, like that's one of those things. Like I would have to put my mind to it and really do it. Yeah. Because I would really want to see my investment come back.
I feel you.
Like I feel like if I'm really gonna do something like that, I need to be fully in it, and I don't want to do it and don't have at least enough for an EP to drop. Like I don't give a fuck if I do a one hit or quitter and be repeating the same fucking 5 songs for the rest of my life. Like, if I was to make that investment back, I would be satisfied.
I feel that.
So it's just like, if I do it, you got to make the smart move when you do it, because I don't want to just be another one that gets swept up in YouTube and SoundCloud and
all that.
Yeah, everywhere else that they're streaming music now. Like, because we're about to be TikTok banned.
You think it's gonna go through?
Yeah, they said it's already going through January 19, 2025. They have a date.
Well, honestly, that just makes it easier, yo. Because I feel like TikTok was just another app niggas had to use. So
yeah, but it's getting ready to be a little different for a while. It's about to go back to some old times before TikTok. This almost like before COVID times. This different time.
Like
before,
what? Meaning what?
As far as like, it's not gonna be as social media accessible for a lot of artists to become TikTok famous or.
Oh, I feel you. Yeah.
You get, we got a lot of music off of TikTok.
Oh yeah.
Think about it.
Well, so where's it gonna go on X?
Instagram? We got X, we got Instagram, but now you got all of these apps with the sensories on them now.
Yo, I hate the sensory shit on Instagram.
It's because the world has become so sensitive. You can't say nothing
without somebody. Thing, but even the copyright shit too.
That's why I said everybody's feelings are in it. The whole world feels entitled to have a say so about what makes them feel a certain way.
Do you use stuff like Twitch? Do you watch shit like that? Like
streaming services? I have.
I've used Twitch before?
Yeah, I've used Twitch. But I mean not to stream myself, but to watch other people.
What have you been watching? What kind of stuff have you watched?
I mean, for sure, A&P. For sure.
What is A&P?
A&P, Castanet, Duke Dennis, Phantom. I watched those guys. I've been on there. One of my best friends actually been on one of their streams. My shout out to my best friend Lulu. She was actually on one of Castanet streams.
Lulu?
Yeah.
Is that the one you went to Vegas with?
Yes, it is. So I was about to say, yeah, I got Twitch on my phone. Like I be on Twitch sometimes, but not all the time.
I was about to download it today.
You should. That'll be a nice another spot to stream. Actually for live purposes, like
with the DJ shit. A lot of people
even
can't.
this.
That too. YouTube, Twitch, all that.
Yeah, but Twitch is one of those things that like everybody's getting on and on for real. So it's like you get on
2025. I'll make it a goal to start going live.
Yeah.
Now with the live shit, here's the thing though. You need another person to control the different camera angles if you're doing different camera angles. I mean, I can do it from here, I guess.
You can do it from one angle on live. It don't necessarily have to be the full setup until you get to a certain point to actually do it at a full setup. You can even set up a screen to watch yourself on live, recording yourself. Like, if you can get you a setup where it got you at a wide angle and it just show you on live, like, you can still interact with every other angle in here and interact with your live.
It'll just be one live angle. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? But
you're right. Right
now, that's what everybody like because it's a more personal setting and it's live. Like, it's like if you fuck up, if you are being funny, everything is just instant. Like,
yeah,
I like it. It's lit because it's all genuine. It's just live. Even it's just live improv. Like, for sure. Like,
that's what's up.
So. I mean, with all of that, though, me personally, I do want to jump back in it. I have personal plans of jumping back into my own little personal thing with radio because I want to start streaming. But more so like in this kind of setting, but more in a more laid back, goofy kind of setting, like improv conversation, like not necessarily like a, tell all, get to know each other. It's just going to be, we doing today, just have a conversation. Right. And I have an actual concept that goes with it that's on like.
What's the concept?
I don't really want to put it out there right now.
Why not?
Because I'm still, no, it came a long way. I actually have a lot of ideas for it, but I'm still putting together how I want to go about it. It's like, it's all there, but you got to put the pieces in order. So it's like I have a lot of like stuff that I know that I'm capable of doing if I, put my mind to it. But I don't want to sell myself short, but I do want to start slow. I'm a person of no pressure. Right. Like,
can you hand me a beer, yo?
Oh God, not we're out of beer.
Yeah. Thank you, appreciate it.
We still gotta take our break.
Yeah, I mean, I'm waiting for you to wrap up your segment. Then we can take a break.
But honestly, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Just have to get in that beer. I just forgot my train of thought. No lie.
Right. So, all right, folks, we're gonna take a quick break. And we'll come back. We'll be right back. All right. All right, everybody, we're back. Take a little break, a little intermission. So when we left off, we were talking about the music, your college career, but let's switch gears and everything. Let's talk about how you got into nightlife. So you graduated. What year did you graduate?
I finished everything in 17.
2017. Okay.
I ended up going and back out to Charlotte, from Charlotte to Atlanta, back to Morresboro, back to Charlotte, now back in Morresboro currently.
Mm-hmm.
And well, in between time, I went other places and was experiencing other places at months at a time. So,
right.
But yeah, nightlife. I jumped in nightlife when I was in school. I started dancing.
Really?
Yeah, I started stripping.
Mm-hmm.
From there,
Where'd you start stripping at?
honestly, it's been so many clubs. I know my first job, I was a waitress at Bucana's.
Where's that at?
That was in Greensboro. If
Wow.
anybody know anything about Bucana's, I used to waitress there back in the day. I still have footage from when like Migos and them came out during Homecoming, and Cardi B, when Cardi B first started talking to Offset. Like,
how old were you?
I was probably like 22.
22 at the time?
21, 22.
So it's like right after college?
No, like it started like during college. I'm talking about that Bucana's time.
Right, that was like right after college? Or right at the end?
Yeah, right at the end. Like, but during college is when I was getting into all the little hole in the wall clubs. I started dancing, doing like those clubs that didn't even have a strip club, like pole in it.
Oh.
Like, I was doing shit like that, like getting linked in the streets and pulling up like on parties,
after hour type shit,
making like even during regular
private
club
parties.
hours, like private parties and stuff like that. So it slowly but surely started. But club wise, the first club I got into was Bucana's. I was a waitress.
Mm-hmm.
And that lasted for a good little bit. I started making way more money, so I started waitressing more. And then like,
wait, so you danced first and then you started waitressing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you was making more money as a waitress.
I started making
Interesting.
more.
How?
Social butterfly. Good with people. Just good multitasker.
Mm-hmm.
Just environment like coincide very well.
But there's a strip club in Greensboro.
No, now that was a regular club.
Oh, Bucana's. Oh, she's making more money there as like a regular waitress, like bottle girl type
bottle
stuff.
Bottle girl with table.
Word.
Service.
What was the money like in Greensboro?
Actually, really well. You know, you got G-Ho and everything. So any holiday out there is lit, and they got a lot of people that come through artist wise, big artists.
Word.
Yeah, big artists and stuff like that. So that was a good experience. It's very competitive in the strip club. So like me being a beginner, never had a friend or nothing that did it. Like I knew people. Mm-hmm. I reached out to people coming up, trying to get an idea what it was on the back end, like as a dancer being in the strip club, but I really didn't have a full idea. So like for me in the beginning, that dancing in the strip club kind of shit was kind of intimidating.
Really?
Yeah, like them girls were pros, athletes. Like I'm an athlete, but they're a different kind of athlete. Like,
so it was just an athleticism, not necessarily like body.
I mean, if you
stuff.
Looking at where you thought you was about to go to the strip club and make the kind of money that they're making, it's like, girl, you
is it like the tricks
game.
And the performances?
Performance, energy, tricks, it's all the above. Like if you come
looks
in with
too.
Looks too. Yeah. Like you have to really invest in yourself. So like in the strip club, it's always been a talk of like you selling fantasy.
So like you want to invest in yourself.
Like invest in yourself. Like sell it. Like sex sales. Sell it.
Yeah.
Like invest in yourself. It doesn't matter what it is. I don't care if you decide to get your body done or you decide like, I'm going to go and invest in a wig business and I'm going to like be a different person every day. And you're switching your wig every day. Like it's just in general, like you're selling a fantasy and you can build clientele up like that in the strip club because niggas will keep coming back because it's like, I know if I go tonight, she gonna probably be a different person. Or if I go tonight, I know I'm gonna get da 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 da. Like,
is that what you did? You did some of that?
Not necessarily. I just be me.
Yeah.
I really didn't. That's why I'm telling you. Like, it was like in the beginning, because stripping for me was on and off, on and off, on
Right.
and off, on and off. Like, I got my shoes. I'm ready whenever it's
Right.
like offered. But
Right.
stripping for me was on and off. For me, nightlife began with waitressing. Like, for real, when it became like the club scene, like everything with the stripping in the beginning was like small time shit. Like, I had big parties and stuff like that, but
Really?
yeah. And I traveled. Like, I was back and forth in different states doing
Where'd you
different
go?
shit. I done stripped in Florida. I done stripped
Florida,
in Tennessee, Georgia, all
Texas.
different parts of Georgia. I done dance.
Yeah. Where are some of your favorite places? Everybody says Florida. I'm pretty sure you did Miami.
Honestly, my favorite place was the Virgin Islands.
The Virgin Islands? You went stripped in the Virgin
Islands with some homegirls. They had a trip planned to go out there and dance. And I went with them to the Virgin Islands and I danced at a strip club in the Virgin Islands. We was there for probably it felt like a good 2 months.
2 months? I thought you were going to say 2 weeks. 2 months?
Yeah.
Damn. All right, so hold on.
We made good money because...
Let's talk numbers.
What?
All right, so that was your favorite trip.
I'm a single person,
I'm a single person, no kids. All right, so look.
Car paid off. At the time, I had a roommate.
Mm-hmm. What kind of car you had?
At the time, I still had my car from school. I was I was still like...
I was going to ask, like, how much did you make out there?
Like 25 at that time, like 24.
So you're getting paid American money, U.S. Virgin Islands, right?
Yeah, U.S. Virgin Islands. So I was getting paid American money, but the pricing was still different out there on the island. It was like a little bit cheaper than it is here
for like dances and stuff.
I mean, not even that. Like, it's still the same concept. Like, you know, get your little $5 if you're at the table, and then you know, same basic strip club.
Niggas be throwing money at the stage like that. Niggas was making it rain out there like that.
Yeah, they was definitely because
probably niggas on vacation.
Out there,
probably a lot of niggas on vacation.
No. Y'all forget you got them oil mines and all of that, welding jobs and stuff out there. So it's a lot of 100K niggas, 100K a nigga, like 100K a year niggas out there that's getting contracted.
100K is not that much anymore, yo.
But you got to think who these people are. These are young people that's coming out of those.
Oh, like out of college.
Not even college. Those
like
workforce
right out of high school.
Schools.
You're fucking right. These niggas are young. They're like 18, 19.
20, 21, 22, 23,
They got niggas in Alaska like that.
So think about it like this. And then you got them old heads that done retired from these nice jobs like police officers and military people that get these good ass jobs and make this money on top of the benefits that they're getting. So like they're contracted out there for like 6 to 10 months, and they from all of these states. They call it the Yankees.
They're away from
out
home
there.
And shit. Yeah.
They're away from home for so long. Some of them be married.
Away from them. I'm about to say away from their wives.
Some of them be married. What? Some of them be having like 2-3 lives going on because they have shit going on out there on the island because they be contracted out there for so long, and then
they're having like whole other families and shit.
There's oh my god, so it was crazy.
Know, especially with some white guys. They probably it
was a lot of niggas though. It was a lot of niggas. It was a lot of niggas.
They probably like some of them black women out there.
Like of different ages too. That's why I said they were young and old. But you got to think about the position that some of them were in. Like they're going to these workforce schools, getting these degrees and certificates and stuff, and catching these great jobs at a young age. Like that's a lot of money at a young age.
Right.
When you don't have too many priorities and stuff like that, you're able to keep investing it in other places and further other things for you at a younger age. And then you got these older people that live life and made money but catch a good job on some retirement dumb shit. They just doing the shit on some like I catch like 2 contracts because I done got hired onto this company, and every time they offer a contract and I get in the bid, why not put in when I want to? Come on now, you still going to work when you want to, and when you get contracted, you getting contracted to amazing places. Because they was telling us in the strip club, like some of the guys I talked to in the strip club, like they was like, yeah, one time through the company, I got contracted to Africa.
Damn.
They was in Africa for a year.
They must be doing something crazy.
It's because they get contracted, like, you know, those jobs like
welding or some shit like that.
It was what they were doing. Like, they was telling us how we could have got put on because a lot of women that work in that department, they do the extinguishing stuff. So they sit in the chairs at each station and sit and watch the welder. So if anything catch on fire, they blow it out with the fire extinguisher. And they was getting paid like $75,000 a year for just sitting in a chair for 10 to 12 hours. Like, what? Like, bruh, but at the time, like, me being that young, like, I was making...
How much money did you make out there?
A lot.
All right, so, like,
that's a funny story because some of my money got stolen.
How much got stolen?
Like a good, like, about $3,500.
Got stolen. Okay.
Stolen.
Okay. All right. So,
stolen.
How much? All right, so look, how much on the average
being out there? I probably in that full time made like 10 bands
in 2 months. So,
and that's very decent considering at the time.
You're working every night out there.
No, we wasn't working every night.
Okay.
It was still a vacation. We was
so
not working every night.
You're probably making like a band a week, maybe.
Most likely, yes, and it's not all getting spent because we was like set and others. We was meeting people.
Right.
Pretty girl getting pretty girl privilege. We on the island. I'm looking good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had plenty of streaking moments on the beach.
Streaking moments?
Yeah, the girls.
Yeah.
The ones that was cool, you know. But, yeah.
Word.
It was living life. I was young.
Yeah.
No real responsibilities. At the time, like I said, I had a roommate, but then COVID was coming around. A lot of stuff started happening. So, like, with me being gone for so long, we kind of, like, stuff started, like, going left. Like, yeah, I ended up back at my mom's again at one point. There's on, like, it wasn't no real responsibilities. I was still living life. Like, even during COVID, I ended up moving out to Atlanta during COVID, and Atlanta never shut down. Even through COVID, Atlanta never shut down. I remember it was at one point in time, Atlanta was on every fucking blog site during COVID for clubs still having regular club nights. Niggas just outside.
I went down to Atlanta. 2020. It was 2020 that year. New Year's Eve, going into 2021. I went down there. Niggas was calling it the bandemic because all the strip clubs are closed. But all like the bars and shit were open because I guess they had food and shit. So all like the strippers were like in the regular clubs, like making their money that way. That's crazy, yo.
And running out just in case in LA you get hollered at. But I mean, yeah, different times.
So where was the most money you made though elsewhere? Because you probably that part
in Atlanta.
In Atlanta.
I started working at pinups.
In one night. What's the most you ever made in one night?
The most I've ever made in one night was $3,000.
3 bands?
$3,000. The most I made in one night, and it was because some people was there. Stripping. It was because some people was there, and then I also looked up on 2 sections that night that really showed love. Like, I don't know if it was, I can't remember if it was somebody's birthday or what, but I also, like, I thought it was said, like,
way more, way more than 3 bands. I feel like 3 bands not that much.
But like I said, I was in and out.
These
strip club. I wasn't
okay.
Really you girls that was, like, all in. Like, that's why I said, like,
I feel you, yeah.
I was at a young age where I was making fast money in so many different places.
Well, 3 bands in one night sell a lot for, like,
yeah, but and then it's even still like I was probably still doing that a couple of more nights, but not probably the 3 bands. I'm still probably catching like 1,500 just off the strength of doing like one section and leaving. Like I done made triple my motherfucking tip out of tip in bag. Yeah. Because I probably done showed up early, sat in the back, getting ready the whole time, and then came outside, sat out there, look cute, caught an early section, and done probably made 600 right here. Probably go flirt around on the floor because it's starting to pick up, making a couple of hundred here and there. And then by the time the regular club night in, by 2-3 o'clock, I probably ran up on like 1,500.
What was your stripper name?
I was just T still.
Just T?
Yeah.
Okay.
I always been T, but in a strip club they would spell it TEA, like sweet tea.
Oh, yeah. T. I got you. Did you have like a lot of girls do this? Like they'll have like a partner or like a girl, like somebody that they
I never
kind of
really
dance
had
with.
a partner. I just had people that I fuck with that I would click up with if it served its purpose. And like I said, I went out there with girls to the Virgin Islands to dance. So like going out there,
Yeah.
we definitely did partner work while we was out there together. We came together like we can get this money together. Like, but I never one of those girls to say no to getting some money together. Like, bitch, we came together, bitch. We're leaving together. Like, I got you, you got me. But it is what it is.
Word.
It came and it went. Like, dancing is definitely one of those things where it was on again, off again. I mainly was in the clubs. I started doing more like bartending, waitressing.
So talk about the bartending. When did you get into bartending? You bartended in Atlanta?
Yes. It was like a members only kind of place. Like it was a private like strip club.
Where?
Yeah. It's this guy named Polo. He owns it. I started there dancing and then ended up behind the bar.
Oh, so it was a private strip club. Okay.
I ended up dancing first.
Right.
And it was decent. And then
what so how'd you switch? What made you switch?
Just interest.
Got tired of just interest, something different?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, I was one of those people like I was getting money wherever I can get money at. Right. So like if I'm dancing tonight, I'm dancing tonight. If I'm behind the bar tonight, I'm behind the bar tonight. Right. But I would still be super cute and try to, match the dancers. Right. But keep it cute because I wasn't dancing, so they wasn't doing too much because they know my face from being on the floor too.
Yeah, we do the same thing. Sometimes I'm DJing, sometimes I'm bartending.
There you go. So it's just like natural born hustler. You got it in your blood. So it's like I'm one of those people. I definitely do try to seize the moment and the opportunity. That's why I said when I at my younger stages, I was definitely outside, definitely go get it. Definitely trying different things as far as like trying to make money. I didn't try to be a scammer. I didn't try to do it all.
Scammers shit is crazy. How long did you do the bartending shit for?
That probably lasted first like I say it lasted like first 5 months. A little pause in it. Started helping out in another spot that lasted like 3 months. Pause in it. Yeah. Like, cause the club scene, how shit can get.
Did you have like a favorite order that you used to make, like in terms of drinks?
Because in the club it was the same shit. Let me get a shot of this and a Red Bull. Let me get a shot of this.
Same. That's
we in
my
Atlanta.
favorite.
Think
it's
about
easy.
it. I wasn't in no
whatever's easy. Straight shots are my favorite.
In
order.
Atlanta has those spots where they come and they asking for real drinks, but I'm in the spots where the niggas at, like drug money. Right. We getting lit. Like, let me get a bottle of this. There you go. Like, let me get a bottle of this. And niggas at the bar, they just asking for shots and beers. Like, ain't nothing too special getting worked up, not unless you got some young motherfuckers coming around there asking for a blue motherfucking motorcycle.
Yeah.
Or what else they call it? Incredible Hulk.
You know what I hate? They come to the bar and ask, what kind of drinks you got? Motherfucker, it's a bar.
And it's a menu in front of you, a whole barcode that you can scan and look
menu.
it up.
I mean, it's also a bar. Like, I mean, do you know drinks? Like, there's some drinks that are pretty universal, yo.
Yeah, and that's why I'm
pretty fucking universal.
You know the ones. Yeah.
So. I had a margarita thing for a while. I really liked making margaritas. I had to run margarita run.
Yeah, I was just more so like into the whole like if I learned the POS system, get behind there. They showed me the basics. They did their training, and the club is simple. Honestly, it's nothing but shots, beers, chasers. If they want to mix on ice, whatever, I shake it up. That was nothing.
Now you're big on hookah too. You did hookah for
I did hookah for a long time too. That's why I'm like, I just
did everything.
Night scene. Like I'm one of those girls.
What spots did you do hookah at? And because like some spots they'll like the hookah company's separate though. So did you work for? Like,
back in the day, my first hookah company that I worked for was Charlotte, the Hookah Girls of Charlotte.
I heard about Hookah Girls of Charlotte.
Yeah,
who runs that?
I forgot. That was so long ago. Like. Okay. I'm not even gonna lie, that didn't even last long. I probably was with them for like 3 months. And that ended. the spots, because I think I caught them like in the beginning of their, existence. Because the venues that they were getting, they wasn't like one of the venues they had just opened. I think it was under Sportioti over there off of West Boulevard. I remember it was some club he had just opened. They was just getting traction for it, and it was trying to pick up. I worked there for a little bit. They had other venues because they were contracted out to different clubs.
Rose Bar? It's probably Rose Bar.
I'm not for sure. I don't remember all the club names because, like I said, I've been here, there, everywhere, and trying to get it in all places. And I do remember bits and pieces of being in other spots because we had actual schedules where we were scheduled to be at different clubs throughout the week,
right?
Working. But we were the hookah girls of Charlotte, so. And they were electric hookahs. They wasn't the traditional hookahs. They were the electric ones. Not my favorite.
Yeah, I mean, everybody hates the electric ones.
Yeah, they were electric.
I mean, what are your thoughts on, like, I mean, obviously, like, the Cohen's better, but, like, what's your thoughts on, like, the whole hookah culture, I guess? Because a lot of people complain about, like, Nightlife and when they
hate
say,
the
like,
hookah hotties.
The hookah hotties? Hookah hotties?
Yeah, they hate the hookah hotties. Yeah. The hookah heads.
The girls that smoke hookah?
All of them, even the niggas. Yeah. Hookah hotties.
So there was always like a funny popular argument about niggas that smoke hookah though.
But they don't understand that if you want to break it down, technically hookah originated with the men only smoking that in some type of
that's true.
Arabian Indian,
yeah,
like culture or whatever. So it I mean, you didn't see many women smoking the hookah not until it was like really like a celebration of some sort, a wedding, a birthday.
The classic joke is when the niggas talk about sassy niggas, niggas, it's like a nigga with a hookah or some shit like that.
And I'm like, it really. People make certain things. This is just like conversations with my brothers and stuff. Like, y'all make certain shit gay. Like, it go over my head. Like, I just whatever. If that's what you feel like it makes a nigga gay, this is your personal opinion, honestly. But if you really want to get technical, this was a man's sport.
Right, yeah, exactly.
Before it became a feminine thing to do. Like, to smoke hookah now has become a feminine thing. And it's
you like it a lot?
I wouldn't necessarily like it a lot. I enjoy hookah when I, want it, but I wouldn't call myself a hookah fiend like I used to be. No, I am a connoisseur. Like, I
used to be a fiend?
Yeah, I used to be a hookah fiend now, for real. Like, because when you making hookah and serving, doing all of that, after a while, you be like, I need a hookah because working in nightlife, you can't just stop and go to the bag, hit a blunt, and chill and do too much. Shit, it becomes a thing. So now you actually be looking for it. I don't like vape. I don't like anything vape. I don't like a weed pen. I don't like none of that. Right. I'd rather put some fire to
real fire.
I like to traditionally do things.
I feel that. If you were a hookah flavor, what would you be and why? If you could describe yourself as a hookah flavor.
I'm going to tell you the new one that I've been liking here lately is vanilla kiwi mint.
Vanilla kiwi mint.
Yep.
That would describe tea if you were a hookah flavor.
Tropical, which means I'm fun, vibrant. Sun's always out. When the sun's out, they're smiling. There you go. Hey, you're smiling. Yeah. Here we go. You got the kiwi for the tropical. You got the vanilla for the smooth. You feel me? Yeah. And you got the mint to keep things a little spicy. You got to keep it a little spicy. Just a little bit of mint, not a lot. Mix the kiwi and the vanilla well, a little bit of mint. Make sure you put a little ice in a bowl because it gets hot. Make it breezy now.
Is there a chocolate hookah? Do they have chocolate hookah?
Yes, they actually do have chocolate flavored shisha, but I've never tried it. But I have done the coffee one, the cappuccino.
Dark coffee.
Oh no, actually it was called cappuccino, and we did it with milk and ice in the bowl.
Word.
You should try that. And they throw a little cinnamon on the cappuccino shisha. And you do it. Mix it up well.
Word.
That it'd be like you're smoking an iced coffee, iced cappuccino.
Word. So overall, like, what are some of what has been your favorite city that you've worked in? Because you've been in a lot of places. between like
Honestly,
dancing and all the stuff you've done? You've been in Charlotte for a while, but
favorite part dancing was the Virgin Islands.
Virgin
I
Islands.
said that one. And working wise, I've really enjoyed myself working in Charlotte. Not gonna lie, working
really
wise.
more than your time in Atlanta.
Not time in Atlanta was fun too. Working wise is because when the money came down to it, they showed up when they was supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
They showed up when the money came down to it. They showed up when they supposed to. I fuck with North Carolina because North Carolina do be trying to pop shit. They be trying to pop shit. They be flexing. Don't be their money, but they ain't my problem.
Right.
Once they make it in my pocket, they ain't got nothing to do with me. You owe who you owe. I got paid. I was at work.
So how about like not necessarily working, just turning up like on your off time? Because you've been some places. You went to Vegas recently.
Yeah.
What are some of your favorite places you've been?
Turning up on my all time. Houston, Texas.
Houston, Texas. Niggas always talk about Houston, man.
Houston, Texas.
Let me guess, you went to camp? You went to camp?
Man, I showed my ass at camp.
Everybody goes to camp. I went to Houston.
I went to Sakai,
really.
the club with the pool in it. Showed my ass at Sakai. I had them going crazy. We had a section on the second level of the club.
Yeah.
I was the first person in the pool, I think. I was. Or was I the second person? It was something with me getting in the pool because nobody was in the pool. You know how niggas do.
You had the bathing suit on?
Yes, I was in a bathing suit. For sure. The thong bathing suit was outside. Buns out. Sun was out.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Houston. That's my favorite. That was my favorite moments was Houston.
Hey.
Outside of the Virgin Islands, like I said, I had a good time partying out there on my all time because like we wasn't dancing every day. So that's why I'm like, yeah. Virgin Islands and Houston. Anytime I've been in Houston, I had a good time. Good time.
I feel you. I got you. Back to Charlotte. Any venues, like all the spots you work at, any venues that really showed you a lot of love that you really fucked with the long way that you want to shout out?
I mean, all of them.
I met you at West End Tavern. You was there for a while.
For sure, West End Tavern. That's the original one.
That's the
where
original
I started
one?
it.
Really? That's where you started?
When I came back to Charlotte, yeah.
How long ago was that?
I started at West End. Was at the end of 21, so pretty much 22.
Oh, okay. So you've been there a while. Did you leave and come back?
24 years. I left and came back for a little while.
Okay. Because I feel like I met you there recently. Like this year, I feel like I met you.
Yeah, and I quit this year. So yeah, I was about to say West End where it started at when I came back to Charlotte. And then it went from there. But shout out to all of them. Everybody that know where I was at. Yeah. They know when they see T, they see me, and
right. I know you was at
I was
West
getting to
End.
it.
Where else you been? I remember you.
I was at Tattoos
Bliss,
and Booze.
Tattoos.
Bliss.
You was at Tattoos. What you do at Tattoos?
Hookah. Everywhere I've been in Charlotte has been just hookah. All the little after hours you can think of.
You should be the expert then.
Actually, shout out to my sensei. If my sensei ever see this, she know who I'm talking to. She helped me with a lot of things in the beginning. We was hanging for a good little bit of time. That's still my girl though. Shout out to her. I was about to say, I wouldn't say I'm the master. I'm more of the the grasshopper that actually just got her black belt after a while. Yeah, young grasshopper just hopped off the porch. So shout out to Sensei though. But yeah, I took what I learned and some of it I turned it into my own, but shout out to everybody that, held it down, came through.
What are some of your like biggest hookah pet peeves? Either working wise,
messing with it in general, just messing with it in general while you're working. While I'm working and I bring you a hookah, if you need help, just please ask for help. Like I mean, I get it in the club. Sometimes that shit can get annoying because it can get super busy or they may be shorthanded or anything. But I've held a lot of clubs down by myself, big as fuck, and by myself, like working that shit, and didn't have too many complaints. I can't remember many times having many complaints working. So for me, it's like, if you take pride in what you do as a bartender, as a dancer, anything, you really gonna be bothered when somebody tries to alter something that you did. And it's like, if you need help, I feel like with me it became a thing. Like, I know how it's supposed to smoke. I know what I gave you.
Right.
And
Niggas try to say like,
like,
yo,
I
this
need
ain't
some
the
more
flavor.
cold.
This ain't the flavor I
it.
ordered. Niggas ever say
Like,
that?
yeah, and it's like it is what you ordered, and I don't think you getting what you expected. So it's just like, yeah, like for me working, it was like, please don't touch it. They used to take shit off, pulling the foil up, trying to scrape shit out the shit. I'm like, you're
Yeah.
supposed to scrape the black stuff off. I'm like, no, you're not. Like, you blow it out, flip the coals, blow it out the bowl, pull it again. It should be just fine. Sometimes if it gets too hot, just take the
Right.
cage off of it, the little tin pan on top, just take it off. Let it cool down a little bit. If it's not blowing as hard as you need it to, you put it back on. It's called heat control. That's how that hookah work. Heat control. Put the pan on it if you need to cook it up a little more so it'll smoke. That's what the
Right.
coal is for. It's like just like how you would go grilling, but a lot of women don't grill. This is why these niggas started that shit first.
Right.
Niggas is good on the grill. They done found them a way to smoke with the same fucking coal they probably were putting on the damn grill. Come
Yeah.
on now.
Facts.
So it's on like you gotta, pay attention. But don't mess with my shit when I put it down on the table.
Right.
Ask me for help. Ask for help.
Exactly.
Let me do it. Because they be doing all kinds of stuff. Blowing water through the damn hookah. It just be a lot. Just ask for help. And just because it's rejecting don't mean you force it.
Yeah. Well, if you go order a hookah from T, don't touch your shit. Just let her scrape it for you. All that.
I ain't
Like,
scraping nothing.
This
You
is
don't
hookah
supposed.
etiquette.
Oh my god, no! This is not hookah etiquette. This is my own personal opinion. Now, anybody else would be think otherwise probably, because you got some people that now, because they have them at home and stuff, they feel like they know what they doing, and it's because they know how they like it because they now smoke it at home.
Mm-hmm.
My hookah hotties.
Yeah.
And I know them when I see them because they've been unlearned through,
Especially
having
working
their
all the
own
time.
stuff. Yeah, on their free time, they done learn some shit. So you would know the hookah hotties when you see them, but then you got messy asses that only smoke hookahs when they out.
Mm-hmm.
And
So is that your favorite, like trade in the nightlife business? Out of all the
that
things you
was
did,
one of my favorites. I'm not gonna lie. Probably my favorite
yeah.
was serving hookah. Hookah gave me advantage on certain things, getting, booked for events when they got their own hookahs and they need somebody. Like,
You ever thought about starting your own company?
no, not really. I'm still figuring out a lot of things. Like I said, it's coming. 2025, y'all, it's coming.
Yeah.
It's coming.
Word.
Yeah. Like I said, this is a jump. Thank you for having me, because
Thank you for coming, yo.
yeah, I was nervous. And
you did a great job.
like I said, 2025, I do want to hop back in the radio. I do. And I wasn't ready. So
Mm-hmm.
thanks for having me. But
For sure, yo.
this is different. This is different because it hasn't happened in a while.
Right. Nah, I think you did a great job, yo.
So far, so good.
Any friends you want to shout out, yo? Industry. I know there's something to say about making friends in this industry, though, man. It's sort of weird because like you work with people, while you work with people, you be really good friends.
See,
And this is my experience
over,
too.
though.
You want to start over? Is that why you're moving?
No,
Okay.
not on that aspect. When I say start over, I'm saying like going back into it. I want to start over, and this time build my own traction.
Yeah, I feel that.
I feel like I have the capabilities to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like I have enough likeness to get my feet running.
Yeah.
Like my feet to hit the ground and running. So I think I want to, build on it, but in my own way. That's why I say I have some stuff that I've been cooking up, that I've been pondering on for a long time, writing and putting together. And that's why I said right now I'm just indecisive on the order that I want to go with it. But it's all there. Like the concept and everything is all
What
there.
kind of writing you want to do?
Not necessarily writing, just necessarily as far as like getting back in the radio and like
Oh, okay.
doing this
writing like segments and stuff.
Yeah,
Production.
and like actually making episodes out of it, like where they drop once a week.
Mm.
Like it won't be like an everyday thing. It'll be more so like an interactive thing throughout the week for, entertainment purposes, social media. You know how that should go. But I'll drop like episodes like once a week.
I feel that.
Yeah, like like I said, the concept is there, and I just don't want to jinx my idea. I don't like throwing my idea out in the air until I solidify something for the start.
Talk about it when you're ready, yo.
Right.
Whenever you're ready.
Right. 2025. That's all I know. 2025 years. It definitely 2025.
So 2025. What are some other big goals you got for yourself? You're moving to Atlanta. You mentioned so. She'll be out of Charlotte pretty soon, y'all. Coming February. I think you said February.
Yeah, I did.
You moving to Atlanta with your best friend, Lulu. Shout out Lulu.
Shout out Lulu. Shout out Tempest. Shout out Dante. Shout out Deuce and Co. Shout out Xavier and Zoe. Shout out my homegirl Sharonda.
Word.
Yes. Shout out everybody, the fam, everybody. Y'all know who y'all is. And all my little party goers, all my friends.
Word.
Shout out everybody.
What are you going to do when you get to Atlanta?
I'm literally, I'm going to get me a job for sure. Definitely been applying to jobs. But I'm, grow the fuck up. Like, as time go, I'm going to just slowly but surely start putting my plans together based off my goals. That's it. That's all. Like, I don't have a direct answer for that because right now,
no nightlife though. No nightlife work.
I don't want to depend on nightlife right now. Like, I'm really
trying to depend on that,
to,
but maybe like on the side, part time.
Yeah, but I'm really trying to get to a spot where I can find something else that can occupy that spot. So I've been paid from Instagram before for my reels and stuff like that. Content. That's why I said I'd start dropping episodes once a week. And with TikTok and all of that shit getting shut down, I'm pretty sure Instagram is they already just added minutes to their reels now. So it go up to like 20 minutes now on a reel.
On a reel and Instagram?
On Instagram or something like that.
Well, you can make a post it could be as long as you want it to be, and then
but I'm saying like they got the different tabs, and then you got threads, you got all of that stuff. You can go to actual reels on the thing instead of like TikTok and reels on Instagram, and it's like it was an update on Instagram. I just seen it. It was something with they added minutes to the reels or whatever.
It's expensive because that's so much more
They're trying
data.
to keep up, and with TikTok getting shut down, come on now, who gonna compete with TikTok? The only next person that can do that is Instagram.
Yeah, I guess it could be Snapchat, but nah.
Not really. Snapchat really ain't gonna go that far. I feel like
Twitter.
No. Because it's so much stuff being promoted on X and Twitter that they gonna keep it as a commercial thing. Like, think about it. Everybody always promo.
But that's Mark Zuckerberg's angle, though. He tries to.
Man, I thought Elon Musk was over that.
No. I'm talking about the way Mark Zuckerberg works. Is he'll try to take his ecosystem and he'll try to compete with everybody.
But that's why I'm telling you.
He competes with
like Instagram,
Twitter. Or X. He competes with Snapchat. He bought Instagram.
And that's why I said you see slowly but surely Reels is starting to look like TikTok.
Yeah.
And they done added the extra effects and everything. Like the new update, you have to get the new
right.
update.
The Reels was for TikTok, right? I guess it was.
Think about it.
It had to be.
Because on TikTok you can go up to like 5 minutes on a thing, and then you can go
stories
live.
when they invented stories was in response to Snapchat.
Right.
They created stories.
Right.
That's crazy. Mark Zuckerberg, man, fucking diabolical.
So he just keep adding the ideas to his own and make it his own, and take them and make them his own.
Fucking diabolical.
So just think about it. TikTok about to get shut down. Think about all the updates we about to see on Instagram, X, all of that, all the stuff that they can take from that and mimic it. in their own way. So like that's why I'm like, yeah, with Instagram, I definitely social media wise, because now we live in a social media world. Like attention span is so long. So just imagine like having your own mini series of things on social media, also with you dropping them in different other areas because it's gonna be on other areas. And I also thought about like double streaming.
Right.
Like doing a live recording and recording to post like on wherever else, Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, whatever. But I do want to do the recording part because I want to also do the live recording on like a platform like Twitch. So I want to be able to do it where I can stream at once on so many different platforms. Like I'm
What
thinking
kind of content
that
you want to stream?
Well, that's why I said I didn't want to really talk about it because I didn't want to put too many ideas out there. That's why I said I'm just giving you the concept, like where I'm going with it. Like, it'll be episodes. Like I want to do it like a season, like on this season. You know, you feel me?
Yeah.
And
Something
go from
creative.
there. Yeah, something super creative where it's like got everybody waiting for this specific day and time to see what I'm gonna drop, and like. I really don't know if I want to go with shorts or go with a complete interview and just let the interview rock out.
So if you do this, where do you see yourself 10 years from now? Because you just turned 30. So this is an important decade for you.
You really want to know where I see myself really if I put my mind to it and do it like I really feel like I would do and should do and will do?
Go ahead, tell me.
I feel like I have a what's my boy's name?
Tyler Perry?
No, Gilly and
Whack 100?
Not Whack 100.
I mean, not Whack 100. What's the nigga name? I'm sorry.
That's why I'm having a brain fart too.
Not Mano. Nah,
I'm having a brain fart too. My boys, they went to prison for so long.
Yeah.
Got out. Just they started on
Gilly and
in the house shit, and then really broke out with that shit. So that's on like I really feel like I would probably 10 years.
I feel like his name starts with a W too. I can't remember.
I can't think right now. I'm having a high moment. Shout out to them. Y'all know who we talking about. Y'all, we having a high moment.
That's how you see yourself being, like something like that.
Yeah, not without all going to jail and
I mean, yeah, in terms of like media personality.
Yeah, just like
online, touch of the culture type shit.
Yeah, just
funny.
giving.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be me, and I'm gonna let me take me where I need to go.
Where?
Like you can only be you, and genuinely be you.
I like that. Word. Well, with that, we'll wrap up, ladies and gentlemen. I know I had a whole list of things I wanted to go through, but we've been going for an hour and 47 minutes, so we're gonna cut it right there.
Thanks for having me.
That was episode 11. You want to tell people your Instagram and where they can find you?
Well, the only social media I do have is Instagram, and y'all can find me at Datss.Tee, DATSS.Tee.
Word. Definitely like and subscribe. Like what we got going on. If you like these kind of conversations, definitely like and subscribe, comment. You know what I'm saying? This podcast is all about nightlife. We're bringing together the community, DJs, bartenders, bottle girls, hookah girls, club owners, all that. We're just talking about y'all. We're talking about business. We getting everybody. So, you know what I'm saying? This is a nice episode. I definitely enjoyed it. Thank you so much for coming through, T. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. That's a wrap. Episode 11. See y'all next time. Peace.